Hey YouTube people and Shanny. This video was not planned at all. But I just finished watching Shanny from Educating Shanny's video, and she talked about a lot of stuff that I haven't thought about myself for quite a long time. And I thought maybe it might help her feel not so alone, to know that she's not the only one in the world who has had pain and felt so close to dying, feeling like actually literally feeling it. And you know, when I actually heard Shanny talk about everything that she's been experiencing and all that stuff, it made me feel not so alone. And you know, I kind of had a slight sigh of relief that I felt crazy. I'm not even joking. And it, I've had random pains and stuff since I was 19. And I started my eating disorder when I was 18. And I'm trying to keep focused and not lose my train of thought, because I only have like 7 minutes to make this video. But it's really hard because I keep getting scatterbrained. But yeah, I've had a ton of health issues, and every single time I went to the frickin' doctors, and I had multiple doctors, every single time I went, they had no clue what was wrong with me. And I felt like, and my mom at one point thought that I was making up pain and stuff, and that made me feel even worse because nobody was believing me. And I was in the ER room so many times. Thankfully here in Canada, it's free, or else I would be screwed because the amount of times I've been into the ER. And like, there was, not last year, but the year before last year, the year before I was pregnant, I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember everything. The year before I was pregnant, I was in so much pain and I had no idea what was going on. I could not do my job. I was working as a senior sales representative at a video game store. I missed a whole freaking month of work because I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't walk. I had the utmost severe pain in my side and my rib cage. I thought it burst an organ, or my appendix exploded, or like, it was so bad. I was crying in pain every single freaking day, and the doctors couldn't tell me what was wrong. And every single time I went to the hospital, all they did was give me morphine and then send me on my way home. And then I had 2 of my friends bring me back to the ER for the 5th time in a month. And then they decided to finally keep me in the hospital, and they kept me in for like 4 days, and they ran a whole bunch of tests, and they still couldn't find out what was wrong with me. Thankfully, after a whole month of being in pain, 5 ER visits, being admitted to the hospital for 4 days, the pain finally went away. And I have not experienced anything like that since. But last year when I had my son, I had a really bad infection after having him, and I didn't get help right away for it because I thought it was just normal. And then 2 days after having him, I had a high fever. My legs from my feet to my hips were all swollen. I had a fever that lasted a day, so I had to go back into the hospital, and they had to put me on 3 different antibiotics to get me better, and holy crap, man, like, I don't want to get into too much in this video, but Shanny, oh my goodness, I know what it's like to be in so much pain that you think that you're dying. And like, I had just had my son and I thought I was gonna die. It's scary, and you put so much trust in doctors to tell you what's wrong with you, what is wrong with you, and when they can't tell you what's wrong with you, then it's even more scary because you have no idea what's going on, and then you start to feel crazy. But I am only like 3 years younger than you. 3 or 4 young. I'm 28 on Saturday. So we can pull through. I've pulled through for years and I'm okay. You've pulled through for years and you're okay. We can do whatever we possibly can to just stick it out, girl. Like, we are both strong. We can do this, girl. Love you, Shanny.